this is such an important phase of, my life also, to see fighters with the conviction that they have. There are so many days that you can have like a bad day, an off day. Sometimes you can equate it to, I've not made that kind of money that I wanted to make, or not the kind of promotion. Now imagine constantly waking up, and for that one fight, sometimes you're at the mercy of the promotion as well, to be given that fight also, and not to give up. Is there do you think athletes really are born? You can develop your skills, but mentally you've got to be an athlete in your head to be able to be like this.
Yes. Because I myself have seen a lot of athletes leave in between, like very good athletes. Like I don't want to name them, but very good athletes, they have left the sport. So back in the head, you have to be very strong about the thing that you want in life, and I'm very much clear about what I want. That's why no other things can hamper that, or I keep a boundary and I set everything.
That boundary, actually, I want to talk about. Yes. People say athletes are just, look at this, they're working out, they've got the testosterone pumping. You're a good boy, you're a good looking boy as well. What about female adulation, female attention? Does your brain not get because they say, oh my God, look at all the aggression. And then after that, let's have some party as well.
No, I do party. I never say no. Yeah. So I.
That's a good part of this life as well.
I drink and.
Oh, you do?
I drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that doesn't affect your physicality?
Till now, it haven't. I believe it won't. Yeah. So I have a part apart from
life.
Yes. Yeah, life apart from this as well. But my main priority is this. 90% of the time, I make sure nothing outside impacts this. So
that there's always that watershed year, that 1 year you feel now I need to make the next step. You say 2013, 14, say you've been doing this. But prior to that, was there that 1 year you said, listen, I don't care about anything right now. This I have to do. And studies and all those things, were you good at, by the way?
I've completed my graduation.
But were you a good student?
Not exactly. I think my score was 65% or something. And 76 in the class 12 and somewhere around 55
Was that also because you weren't interested, or?
I think I was not interested, because if I put my 100%, then obviously this is the sport where I've put 100%, and I've been stayed undefeated for a decade now. So if I'd put a lot of work there back then I would have achieved great there as well.
Yeah, so I think that's the important part. So when you had this one year happens, that one performance, one fight, which one would that be for you?
The performance which I liked the most?
No, which you felt that now I've arrived. I can make the next step. Like a lot of amateur fighters also say that I have this amateur fight, and then I felt I had arrived to be able to fight at the professional level.
I think it goes back to my amateur career, where I was qualified for Asian Games. Yeah. So I didn't fight it was for Asian Games. I got qualified for that. So that was a big step, and it actually helped me and boost my confidence there, because there were a lot of undefeated and very tough grapplers in that time. So I managed to defeat everyone, and I was selected. I think there were 8 people, they were selected from India, and I was one of them.
Wrestling has had such a huge history in India.
Yes.
It's a very, very big part of mixed martial arts. There's a lot of accolades. It's an Olympic sport.
Yes.
Did you think of doing this as well as that? Because MMA it's a big khichdi of all these sports.
Yes, because I was introduced to MMA first, so I never thought of going back. Maybe if I was introduced to jiu-jitsu or wrestling or judo or whatever, then I don't know how would I have thought. But I was introduced to MMA, so I am pretty comfortable and don't want to go back to anything.
So who was the person who, by the way, introduced you?
See, that goes back against to childhood. I used to watch a lot of WWE. So there it started the little spikes during the childhood.
And who was your favorite WWE wrestler?
John Cena. John Cena.
What about The Rock and all that?
I think I started watching WWE from
John
Cena. Yes.
Oh, Randy Orton?
Yes, Randy Orton, Undertaker. I still watch
the style of Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I think everything was all about that. I mean, the WWE is an incredible example of how athletes or even performers, could actually win over the audiences.
Yes.
Are you still in shock as to, for me, they are the most recognizable athletes in the whole world.
Yes, very true.
Everywhere I've gone, everybody knows Undertaker and Macho Man Randy Savage, everything,
Yes.
So, how then did you think that did you try for WWE? They did India tryouts?
No, never. So I I was then later, I thought of, I had a lot of interest in kickboxing.
Okay.
So I started a little bit of kickboxing when I was in Mangalore, but that was not that great. So here I actually watched SFL once in Zoom.
Okay.
And I actually saw, okay, there is something similar
Like
to
this.
what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when I actually wanted to take it as a profession, that SFL got shut.
Yeah.
So then I had literally nothing.
Yeah.
So then I just Googled and I came up with the Indian Combat Sports Academy, and that's when everything.
What if MFN hadn't happened? Would you still have continued to do mixed martial arts?
Yes. I would have maybe competed in somewhere outside Thailand or somewhere, and I would
Well,
have
they say
built
that's
my
a big
career.
hub there. I mean, have you ever tried to relocate also and figure out, because it obviously makes you better when you go outside, but as an ecosystem, India still doesn't have such a large ecosystem. They have these certain academies that are able to do this.
Yes.
But internationally, in Thailand and all this, we see the huge ecosystem is for Muay Thai.
Yeah, but I never felt like going because I would say that in these 10 years, I never felt like going outside or training anywhere. Yeah,
incredible.
because that I think it depends on my coach again. He just made a very comfortable environment, and it always helped me. And that training and everything. So not even once. Even now he keeps telling you have to go to US, you have to spar with a lot of sparring partners, which I like.
Yeah.
But I'm okay if it is without that as well. Yeah.
Very few actually know that they can excel within the same field, because people say the best competition is if you haven't seen them at all. Here what happens is maybe they know your game also.
Yes.
So are you seem like a learner to me. Are you constantly spending a lot of time on the internet, reading up, seeing moves, all those kind of things?
I think everything is taken care of my coach. I don't do all that work at all.
That's Coach Jitesh.
I'll have to appreciate him, because he comes and say, no, today you will have to change the technique, that's no more valid, and that works only for this, and for MMA it doesn't work. Because I came from a very individual sport, because back in my amateur life, there was no MMA exactly. Amateur MMA events also was very less. Okay, but there is individual sports like kickboxing. I used to go kickboxing, national, jiu-jitsu, like that I would separate. So I had very individual things. But when I had to switch to MMA, there was many things I cannot use it in MMA.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, for example, I cannot just go for a leg lock in an MMA. See, it will be successful. I'm not telling that it doesn't work, but there are chances of me getting punched, and if my luck is bad, I might get knocked out. So there are few things here and there.
There's some challenges that you can actually
yes. So So and full kickboxing striking also is not required. So here and there you have to remove all these things. So he has removed all that, and
How is your relationship with these coach and pupil relationships are legendary all over the world actually.
Yes.
And to a point where everything from the food to the sleep time. Does Coach Jitesh, and I'm going to ask him later also on this, does he do this to you? 9 o'clock you better have slept, 8 o'clock you better have got up, this is your food.
No, he just says that the training is at 8 and I better show up at 8. He doesn't care what I did the previous night. He just makes sure I am there. If I'm not there, he'll give a call. So he just...
But is he aggressive?
He's aggressive. I would say he is aggressive. But when I got introduced to Jitesh, so technically he was also competing at that time. I'm talking about 2014.
Right.
So he was like more of a
brother.
Yeah. It's like that. So now he's left and he's a complete coach.
Yeah.
Now. So that time he was like more like my training partner and like that. Yeah. So then it changed, and now he obviously doesn't compete now, and he is coaching full time.
You've got a big fight coming up soon, in MFN as well. Tell me the thought process when you know that you've got a few months to go. I mean, are you able to stay locked in every single day when you're also watching what's happening around you? You see your opponent as well also, but you don't get... It's like one of those marriages that you only meet on the day of the shadi. Prior to that, there's only talk about the two of you. Tell me the mindset that goes into a fighter that has been doing it for 10 years and still has this 3-4 month gap. Don't know when, don't know how, we'll see.
Yeah, I just want to believe that that's why I keep training. I never go off training. That is one thing. And then if you ask that, I am prepared. If I'm actually, I will be fighting. I don't know now. Again, Angat is fighting in the next card with some Brazilian. I don't know his name. So let's see what happens. But if he manages to win, then I'll be the one dethroning him.
Really?
Yes. I'm 100%.
Sometimes do you think bravado and overconfidence helps a fighter? Because every time I've seen boxers also, I've never seen an underconfident boxer saying, I'm not too sure if I can win, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Such always bravado with these contact sports. Like from the days of boxers to everybody, nobody ever thinks they're going to lose. So is that also a psychological thing, or constantly telling yourself, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best?
See, it's not that. I would say now, I don't know that Brazilian. Actually, I have not seen his fights, or I don't know who he is. But Angad, I have seen his grappling, I have seen his striking. I don't see that. I don't see him as a threat. So that's why the confidence. Yes. I can agree that, because I wouldn't say strong. He just put on some steroids and went to 66. He fought there, then he couldn't. He lost there. Then he thought 61 is the weight for him. Then he came there. There also he couldn't. Then he came to my weight, and then now he's sitting with the title. I don't know for how long. Let's see. Maybe he'll win or not. But let's see.
Getting a right weight is also some of the biggest and most scientific decisions that need to be made, right?
Yes.
And this is where your coach probably comes in. So for those who don't understand and probably watching this for the first time, how do you all choose your ideal weight? How do you know what is your ideal weight?
I walk around, I think somewhere around, now I am 69 or 68 or something. So I think ideally 10 kilos less is the every fighter fights. I don't know. I fight 10 kilos less.
And how did you reach that conclusion? Have you fought in different weight categories for many years and then realized that this is where I feel strongest at?
I've always fought MMA in flyweight, 56.
Okay.
So my coach always told that that's a very good fight for me to get the most advantages. And the striking and jiu-jitsu I've fought in 61.
Okay.
Yeah.
But more or less plus minus 5.
Yes.
There's some changes that have come in there. Those who are watching this again, like I said, weight cut, weight training during fight week, when you watch this, you'll understand it can make or break a fighter, as we've seen it many times. But what can make or break a fighter is money as well. And you cannot discount it. Sponsorship is limited, but fight promotions like MFN are really doing a good job. Are you shocked at the kind of money now that there is here, and the chance to go all the way up across the world? Also, the amount of money that fighters are making is incredible. Does it excite you?
Yes, it's very exciting. Yes, monetary reward is obviously, I wouldn't say no for that. Yeah.
And did you think that you'd reach this stage? Like, as
yes.
Indian fight promotions?
Yes. Because over the past, I've spent my, I would say, 10 years in this sport, and I feel I deserve it. I'm very proud of it as well. To tell people that I'm getting paid so much, and
actually that's good. Also, all the next generation will also come if it's economically viable.
Yes.
And what does your family say now that there's money in the sport and that there's fame in the sport? They're going to watch you again.
My mom still says, please stop. Even now, I just went home like a week back and she said, enough, why? Let it go.
Does she watch your fights?
She watched my previous fight in November in Dubai. She came to Dubai and she watched it.
And was it a good experience for her to watch, or she?
My sister told that she started crying when I started bleeding. So that is.
But it's okay. I guess that happens. And she understands.
But she's happy. She's not telling me no, you have to stop or something. But she asks me. She gives me a choice, or she gives me a window. See, there is a window. Just leave. You can go. Like that.
What is the suggestion? Once you take that window and leave, what does she suggest you should do?
That she has never told me.
Anything but this?
Yeah. She haven't shown me anything, but she's showing that.
Passion will always be there, man, and you've got to follow your passion, you've got to follow your dream.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky, and I'm also one of those fortunate people that is able to do this. Imagine, I get paid for talking to people. Isn't that a joke? But that's fantastic, isn't it? But Clinton, thank you so much, brother, for joining us. Yes. We're going to do a lot more, and this entire trip in Bangalore with all my fighters is going to make sure that you see a different side of them. Yes, they're beasts in the cage, but there's so much more to them. The mental fortitude that has made them reach here, the team around them. And of course, there are going to be some challenges as well. I'm going to be taking against these professional MMA fighters. So you have to give me some discount when I do any of these challenges with you, all right? I've been eating too much rice of late. I'll see you guys soon. And of course, like I said, so much more coming up on this entire Bangalore leg.